should walk back.
Oh, here I am. Gotta go live on had to go live on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Patreon. What's going on? It's your boy Robe the King. We gonna do some reviews or a review video today. Or a reaction video. This is Robe Reacts. I got a lot going on, so sometimes I get confused with what I'm doing in the moment. Which is whack. But we'll get it figured out and we'll get it clipped up. But I'm just gonna start this. This is Paul George, talking about how he signed with the 76ers and all that. He got on the 76ers jersey and all of that, looking crazy. Paul George he's funny. He's not funny like in a conventional way. He's not funny in like from a conventional standpoint, but he is hilarious. Just in the way in which he does stuff, like silly, man. This dude. All right, got it pulled up. All right, we good to go. Yeah, I'm cutting out all of this. Hold on, let me find my Patreon family. Let me tag them into this real quick. Took me a minute to do this. Let me get y'all in on the action right quick. You know what? We'll be right back. All right. Let's do this. Paul George on signing with 76ers, Clippers, contract negotiations, conversation with Kawhi and more. Now let's see what we want to talk about. Meeting with the 76ers. All right, cool. Let's do it.
A couple of weekends.
Now commercial. After I did all that.
Crazy sounds in here.
Skipping it.
Weekends ago, you decided to opt out of your contract with the Los Angeles Clippers and sign with the Philadelphia 76ers. But can you give the fans some insight, what those meetings were like? Maybe your first meeting with the Sixers, when and where? Almost as if I would assume that they're pitching you to come to Philadelphia.
We talking about basketball. Gotta have
Give the fans some perspective on what that is like.
We gotta have somebody else interviewing you on your own podcast. Sheesh.
So, we spent the weekend together down in Cabo. And I came back and I had that meeting with Philly that Sunday night. And David Blitz came, Josh Harris, Elton Brand, Dr. J. Bro, I had Dr. J in my crib.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. OG.
Julius.
Shout out Peter Dinwiddie, Daryl Morey, just the whole, majority of the Philly front office was there at the house. And it was a great meeting, and talk about organization. Not to say that the Clippers didn't and the Clippers don't, but just an organization that just was like, man, you're our guy. Like, we believe in you. We want you here. There's no perfect.
Do you think that you are a guy over Joel Embiid? Are you more our guy than Joel Embiid?
Pairing with you, Joel, Tyrese together, and it was just, my family felt it, I felt it. It just felt like, all right, this is where I'm gonna spend the next chapter of my life. And so
this would be, well, not the final chapter of your life, but he's 34. So this should probably be the final chapter of his NBA career. If he does it right, if this is done right, if the 76ers organization does it right, then this should be the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should spend the end of his career with the 76ers. I don't know what the contract is just yet, but let's just say it's 4 years. He'll be 38 or whatever it is. Like, you got to make it happen. You got to make it happen within this contract. The championship, whatever it is, the MVP or whatever it is that you going to do, like the legacy that you leave in Philly, like, this is it, yo. This is it. And this is it because y'all have all the pieces. There is no better team in the league. There is no more complete team in the league than the Philadelphia 76ers right now. Arguably the Boston Celtics. But y'all should be able to beat these cats.
It felt good, man. Like I said, Dr. J was in the crib. I know that was big for my dad.
Oh, Pops was going.
Did
he get a picture? I know he did.
They was recruiting Paul George like he in high school, getting ready to go to college. They recruiting him like some NCAA coach.
He have a fresh pony.
He did have the slick back. He had the slick back.
Slicky.
I think he had some hard bottoms on too.
Come on,
his swag was crazy.
I think.
Does Julius Erving have a pony?
I think he did. Did he have the hard bottoms on?
Are we thinking about the same thing?
That means Pops was
suited. I think did he have the leather? He didn't have the leather jacket. Did he have the leather jacket?
Oh, his dad. You talking about his dad?
Man, I love my dad.
Julius Erving don't have no ponytail. You talking about his dad?
Yeah,
his dad got a
Pops had the
ponytail.
hard bottom, so you know what kind of meeting that was. But it was cool, man. Like I said, they sold they sold the city, they sold the team, the organization, the fit, and it was just like an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Okay, Pete. With that said, what was your mindset coming into the meeting, and what did you want to get specifically out of them? Like, what did you want to hear from the Sixers? Like, what is it like that was going to make you say, damn, I'm here. This where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was just the idea of, you know, playing with such a presence in Joel, and then just a fresh start, new opportunity. I was pretty open on the conversation and the decision. I think, you know, stuff was kind of at a stale with Clippers, which
A stalemate.
opened me into, you know, looking at other teams, hearing other programs out. And ultimately it was more so just the idea of, you know, one of the best point guards, young point guards in the league, and
Tyrese Maxey.
the best, if not one of the best, if not the best big in the league.
Bam, you're on his team now. He, in your opinion, he is the best big man in the league. In your opinion, he's the best big man in the league. No negotiating, no more. And if he's not, you need to make him feel like he's the best big man in the league. He don't need to know that you doubting him or like you think somebody else is the best big man in the league. That's your teammate, bro. You gotta move like that. You gotta play ball like that. All of that, yo.
In Joel, so
These big
I mean,
men
it
out
was
here
just, you know,
soft.
it was kind of just like,
They
you know, let's
they
see
mentally
what this
mad
looks like.
fragile.
Did you
So if you
feel
don't believe
like
in them,
from
they
that
start not
conversation, did
believing
you
in
feel
themselves.
like
They mad fragile.
this is
like
home? Meaning because you got to feel like wherever you going,
Mhm.
you want to feel like I belong here. This is where I'm definitely going to be. The people love me. I love the city. I love everything about this. What made
You love the
what made
city?
you feel like this was home?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really say
And then I'm wondering, you can't really say. And what I'm saying, what I'm thinking is like the moment this is the crazy part about it. This is the crazy part about it. Cause I was thinking, I'm like, all right, cool. He's going to Philly. Does the podcast move to Philly? Does the podcast also move to Philly now that you move into Philly? You know what I mean? Does everything stay out there? How do you move that way? Like, how do you make moves? I mean, that's something to think about when you're thinking about Paul George. Like, that's something to think about. Like, I'm literally viewing you as a podcaster before I view you as a basketball player. See, I already forgot the title. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta make something shake out there in Philly, bro. Straight
I
up, straight
feel
up.
like home or felt like it was home yet, because I ain't been there yet.
And
As
that's
much as I know
and
Philly
that's
is just the hotels
And
and
that's
shit I
also
stayed.
crazy. You ain't never explored Philly to talk about you love Philly. He didn't say that. I'm not putting words in his mouth, but old boy asked the question about him if he loved the city, this, that, and the third. You don't know Philly. And I love Philly because my family's from there. My family on my dad's side is from North Philly. My family on my mother's side is in Southwest West Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I know Philly. I love Philly, but I love Philly because that's where my family's from. You know what I'm saying? Like, but let's be honest. I literally only thought about this maybe like a week ago. Like, what does Philly have? Like, what would make someone want to come to Philadelphia? You know what I mean? If you know, so we'll see. You know what I mean? Like, just someone who's not a basketball player. What would make someone want to come to Philly? And I guess, you know, if you're from Philly and you watch this, you could throw it in the comments, let me know. You know what I mean? Like, outside of that, like, what does Philly have? Outside of sports teams and cheesesteaks, I'm saying, yeah, I'm not trying to be crass. Like, Philly is my second home. You know what I mean? So I'm saying it from that standpoint.
That when we go play there. So I ain't never really been around the city in
No, you haven't.
Philly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing that, going around the city.
He gonna be like,
You know,
what the
going
heck?
into the restaurants, just getting that
Going
Philly
into
vibe.
a restaurant.
So I'm looking forward to that, to
That
like
Philly.
really
You see
close
what I'm
that
saying?
and
Like,
feel like, all right, yeah, this is
he ain't
where
mentioned
we
nothing.
comfortable.
You know
This
what I
is
mean?
where
He
we
ain't mentioned
spending
the malls, King
the
of
next 4
Prussia,
years at least.
and he ain't mentioned the Galleria
But
Mall.
you know, based off
And
the
I
meeting,
know
I
it
did
ain't. I
feel
heard it
like
ain't the
I said,
Galleria
it was a
Mall
level
anymore. But
that made me
whatever.
feel like, yeah, they this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, this is who I'm supposed to play for.
How hard is that though, being from Cali?
Yes, how
It
hard
was
is it?
tough, bro.
And you're
That's a
tough.
good
You're into
question.
your years, and you're like,
Yes.
damn, do I?
You was because you was supposed to end your career as a Clipper or at least in LA somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the answer to this question. Even though Paul George, you can just tell Paul George is so fabricated. And so not fabricated, but contrived. You know what I mean? He be thinking about his answers and he very politically correct. He don't want to say nothing off the wall. He never really does. I mean, you just tell
Want
he
to
ain't about to
leave
say
or I'm
nothing
already home. You know what I'm
disparaging.
saying?
That's why it was the toughest decision. Cause it's, I'm moving my kids, my wife,
Right.
Everybody
they
moving
comfortable here. My
Philly.
daughters going, they already
School,
sad.
yep.
And they not gonna live in Philly. Y'all not gonna live in Philly. Let's be honest. Stop it, Paul George. Y'all not gonna live in Philly. And if y'all live in Philly, y'all gonna live in y'all gonna live in Upper Darby. Not even Upper Darby. Y'all gonna be, I don't know where y'all gonna be, but it ain't gonna be Philly proper. That's for sure. That's for sure. Again, this is not a bash to Philly. I'm just like, let's be honest though. You ain't living in the
Yep.
They
city.
missing out and leaving their friends that they now have grown up with for the
True.
past 5 years.
Yes.
And so it was a
He
lot.
was a
Like,
Clipper for 5
I ain't gonna lie,
years
it's
and
probably the most
established
stressful
nothing.
time that I've been through in a
That's so
long
freaking
time.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
And so because I've never been through free agency. This is the first time. Every time I foregone free agency and re-signed. So this was like the first time I was an official free agent. And so it was stressful. I ain't gonna lie, it was stressful, especially me being home. Like,
That's what
I think if I was somewhere else,
You
It
home.
would have been
yeah, it'd
different
been a
for
little
sure.
different. Like, I don't really got no ties here. Like, I can leave.
Right.
But it was like, man, this is the crib. Like, do I really want to leave LA?
That's where everybody at.
Exactly.
That's where we at, Bunky.
It's where the monkeys.
That's where we
Pete,
at.
was there anything that they shared with you, because you kind of just mentioned maybe not too familiar with the city of Philadelphia other than the hotels? I think when people think of Philadelphia, they think about that fan base and
Yes.
all the sports teams out there, the Eagles, their baseball
Right.
team. Was there anything
Right.
that you learned about Philadelphia in that?
It is literally the Eagles in a very close second, the 76ers. You know what I'm saying? And depending on if the Eagles are doing good or not, it might be the 76ers. You know what I'm saying?
That meeting? Like, did they share anything with you? They're like, oh, I know that.
They have best golf courses.
I was just gonna say,
Come
like,
on.
Shout out Gina. Yo, you be out here working. Yes, I'm out here. I'm out here. We working constantly. Constantly.
Didn't know
what they say about the golf.
Yeah.
Give me all this content. Give me all this content. Follow your boy. If you ain't following me, follow me on robe.the.kxng.732. It's right there. It's wherever it is. I'm not looking at that right now. Hold on. It's right there. Yes. Follow your boy. You know what I mean? And stay updated on what's going on out here. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes.
Come on.
Grind don't
They
stop.
got some of the nicest courses out there, but I think it was just more so like putting a stamp on how passionate the fans are there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they can be rowdy. They can, I've heard the stories of, them getting on their players or whatever like that. But that's good pressure. That's pressure that you want. Indy was kind of like that. But it lit a fire under you to play better and be better. So, that was I guess people would be scared of that, but it was kind of reassuring
What
that
you
like they
wearing,
care.
Paul George?
They want to win.
Does he
I
have
don't
on
think that Rusty
Adidas?
would be here today if it wasn't for the farmer's dog.
I was thinking about some white Adidas or some black Adidas and like
He was always a dry fiddle dog because
some black Adidas.
And that's I want to win.
Like
So
just straight. I love straight black mid black shell toes. I was looking for like the black on blacks, but I haven't been able to find any black on blacks. And if I do, they like 300 or something crazy like that. So what I'm probably just going to do is get some black Adidas with the white stripes and then paint it all black. You know what I mean? And I'll probably make a video of that. I mean, so you know what I mean, so y'all know what it is, and I'm gonna do some research on how to do it properly, because I definitely don't need it peeling off. It's probably just doing some like black polish and then just painting the stripes black. But I just want straight black. I love that look.
I was just looking forward to it.
Did they mention anything about podcast beer or anything in those meetings?
Yeah, what they say about the
Yeah, I think they're
podcast?
gonna build out a room. I think they're gonna build out a room, and then y'all can pod live as the games go on.
Oh,
Say what
wow.
now? Say what now?
Oh, he's
That's what I'm
lying.
talking about.
He said an office.
PJ, got a
That's what I'm
PJ for
talking
y'all.
He's
about.
lying, dog.
Y'all got an office room. They go PJ y'all
Come
back and forth from LA to
on.
Philly.
Y'all
Come
lying.
on.
Man, perfect.
Shoot. Do we gotta pay for our own flights? Or are they doing it?
Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna send a
We just pay
plane.
for the
They're gonna send
gas.
a plane.
Yeah.
Boy, that's what I love
You know
doing.
what I mean?
Boy.
Bro,
Just bring your own tissue.
I know. Look.
bro. Is Jackie serious?
But wait, I just wait. What did
Jackie.
before we get to joking around, I want to ask you though, what did Dr. J say to you in this meet?
Nah, Dr. J had a dope intro and like just story.
So that was that. I don't really care what Dr. J said to you. 76 connecting with Embiid and Maxey. That's cool. 76ers title chances. That's important to me. Because where are you with that? How are you feeling about that? What are your thoughts on that? Can y'all get it done?
Like, I keep to myself, but you're a cool dude. I fuck with you. So I was like, I fuck with you too, big fella.
Those are
At the finals, y'all look like
definitely
y'all
Air
was
Force
best
Ones.
friends.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Nah,
My eyes
he's
deceive me
good
for a
dude,
quick
man.
second.
Joel is a good dude. I fuck with Joel.
Well, P, we all know how important it is to be in the NBA to win an NBA championship title. That's like the main
Is the
goal. No matter
podcast
what.
over?
Yeah,
Is the podcast over though? That's a real question. That's a real question. Like, cause let me see. Finding peace before free agency. Kawhi and Cape and PG's Clippers origin story. Memorable. We're not gonna watch that. Almost traded to the Warriors. Definitely gotta talk about that. Because I'm definitely a Warriors fan. Do they talk about what's gonna happen with the podcast? You know what I mean? Like what's gonna happen with his podcast? Is he gonna get people from out there to do it? Because Jackie is an actor, so he's in LA. You know what I mean? He's out there. I don't know the other dude sitting next to him, but it's like, yeah, what does become of the podcast going forward? Because I don't know, is Jackie moving or whatever it is, and are they flying back and forth from? You know what I mean? I really don't think that's really happening. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think that was in the contract talks.
you have all the other accolades and everything, but you go into Philadelphia.
Yes.
And you're playing with a center who's been there since he got drafted in the NBA, which is Joel Embiid. So I want to know, by you picking Philly, what makes you think there is the title contender? And don't forget, you have to go on a team that plays the right way.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about this team that you think plays the right way and to be NBA contenders to win that championship?
Yeah, I mean, I think Nick Nurse is as good as it gets his coaching. He's won at many different levels. I already talked about how good Joel is and Tyrese is, and now you mix in myself, Oubre. I think we have a hell of a starting five. And then we got veteran guys coming off the bench. So we already have a recipe to be a really good team.
Yeah.
And then I think, everybody wants to win. I think you have a good mixture.
You had that same recipe. You had that same different ingredients, but that same recipe to be a good team with the Clippers. You had Tyronn Lue, one of the best coaches in the NBA. It's proven. You had Tyronn Lue. You had Kawhi Leonard. You had Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. You had what's the old boy's name? You had it was all LA cats. You know what I'm saying? James Harden. But it's understandable. I heard that he didn't like the way James Harden played the game of basketball, and all of that. He didn't like the way he handled the point guard position or whatever it was. And so when he found out that James Harden was signing back, that was a deciding factor for him whether he should stay or go. You know what I mean? But like, so you got these cats, man. You got another star-studded roster, yo. Yes, like I hate that. Let's not act like y'all wasn't supposed to have won 3 championships by now. Like y'all ain't
veterans
never made it out of the second round.
and young guys.
Or I think they went to the Western Conference. They went to the Western Conference Finals, and you balled out. I ain't gonna hold you. You did ball out. My bad.
I think,
but I also think I'm tripping. I also think that Kawhi being hurt all the time, and if Kawhi wasn't hurt, Paul George was hurt. But the way that Kawhi runs his NBA career, it is such a slap in the face to people who love the game of basketball. And like just the way that these organizations put up with this stuff from Kawhi is just absolutely absurd to me.
Derek McCain will help. Really good player out of college. And so it's just a good mixture of everything. I know people take shit out of context and like, duh, I want to win a championship.
Okay.
But playing the right way means a lot as well. Like,
yeah,
you know, you got to Philly or Celtics won the championship because they played the right way. That's what I'm referring to is playing the right way. Right brand of basketball that fits my game and my play style. So that's what I meant by that. Y'all got too much time on y'all hands. But to clear that up.
Yes, clear.
Like, yeah, ultimately winning a championship means the most and the only thing I'm trying to do at this point in my career.
Yeah.
You've been in the league.
Shit.
You've been in the league 16 years, which is absolutely crazy to me. Like, you've been in the league mad long now. If time just flew by. You know what I mean? I love PG, man. Like the way that this dude came back from that injury, like a career-ending injury, you know, and for him to be in this talk in this big conversation, that is a testament to the player that he is and the man that he is. You know what I mean? But like, it's still put up or shut up time.
I don't even know like why I gotta like.
It goes hand in hand.
People trying to dissect everything. Like,
trust me, I know.
Like,
right?
They got too much time on your hands.
Everybody the other fans that just don't see it. He just going for the money. That's all he doing. He's not going for the money. He's going for a ring.
I don't see you going for the money. That didn't cross my mind. It came as this is an opportunity or a chance to win. You know what I mean? That's what I looked at it as. Like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to play with someone, and have a great chance at winning a championship. I do think that. But it's like we gotta, as a team, we gotta do all the things it takes in order to win. It's not gonna be handed to you.
For a ring.
And that's what I'm looking at, Paul George. Like, all right, are you willing to do all the things that it's going to take in order for y'all to win and to win a championship? Not just to have a good record, but to win a championship. The money didn't cross my mind. The dude got money.
Ring.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care about none of that. It's for the ring.
You don't want to comment?
Nah, it's all you big
got this dude quiet over here.
I was
Say
like,
what you said.
Hey.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing,
commercials
and put the world.
All right, cool. All right, negotiating with the Clippers. That might be a little. Finding peace before free agency. Okay, that's conversation with Kawhi before free. You see how long that segment is? I doubt it was a huge conversation with him and Kawhi. I doubt it. Memorable Clipper moments. You getting hurt all the daggone time. Almost being traded. Almost being traded to the Warriors. Again, that's my squad. Rafa is a state or a country. Probably a country. 610,000. Barely. Yeah. I'll donate to Rafa.
Some teams out of all this, I haven't heard you say, but in the reports, I heard that the Warriors wanted you, and even Draymond Green said on his podcast.
I don't know you personally.
That they wanted you. They was interested in you. I want to know how did you feel when you found out that the Warriors wanted your ass? I mean, you was gonna play with Steph Curry. Come on, you know that
was gonna be crazy. But the way that the Clippers, man, they was trying to give up way too much. Hey Tara, happy birthday, Tara. Happy belated birthday, Tara. Yeah, Phillies have a strong, crazy fan base too. They crazy. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Philadelphia Phillies. Yes, absolutely. I'm bugging out. Yeah. I think the Phillies fan base, the Phillies mascot is called Fanatic, the Fanatic. So that's just a testament to how crazy the Phillies fans are. You are absolutely right. I apologize. I forgot about baseball. Yes, yes, yes. So I would say this. Eagles neck and neck. I don't know. They're all neck and neck. They're all neck and neck. But if they gotta choose one, it's definitely yes, you right, Tara. It's the Eagles, then the Phillies, very close second Phillies, and like maybe, and then right after the 76ers. You know what I mean? And then of course you got the Flyers and all of that type of stuff. But they got cool jerseys and all of that. That ain't as prevalent as those three teams. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Terry, you absolutely right. My bad. My bad, my bad. But happy birthday again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right. Back to this.
That was a real thing. Like that was a real thing. That was close to being done. That deal was close to being done from what I was being, told on the situation. They was expressing like just how much they wanted me there, how I could have fit in perfectly.
But what was I about to say? Yes, the 76ers or the Clippers, they wanted too much. They wanted Kuminga. They wanted Moody, I think. They wanted the trade. They wanted us to trade everybody daggone there except for Steph Curry. They knew they wasn't getting that. They wanted us to trade draft picks and all of this type of stuff for this one player. And I'm like, he's 34. And I guess they was like, we not gonna give y'all a chance. We still in the same division. We just can't give you this player that we know is for y'all. So if y'all want him, we need to have all of these other players. You know what I mean? It was just way too much. It was way too much. It was disrespectful almost.
With Draymond, Steph,
Clay probably would have stayed.
Podziemski,
Shit.
Kuminga, like
would Clay have stayed? I don't think no, because they were trying to get Clay or something like that. They were trying to swap for Clay, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think Clay would have stayed. Even though I know PG and Clay, they play AAU together. You know what I mean? They play AAU together for a couple of years. So, and Clay came on a podcast. They buddies, they real good friends, all of that type of stuff. So, but I don't think he would have stayed. I think that relationship between him and the Warriors had ran its course.
Wiggins, they didn't know how.
See how you just skipped over that?
Or what, package was going to be there to trade for me. But
was my favorite player still going to be there?
Looney?
Yeah.
Looney was going to be there.
Looney was not going to be there. They released Looney. They released Kawhi Looney, which I think is absolutely stupid. I mean, but he's no longer a Warrior. They released him. So we don't even know who's going to pick him up. No, he was not going to be there.
And so it was very
They had already cut him before this conversation even started.
Intriguing. And it was still an opportunity to stay close to home, stay on.
Yeah, bro, I gotta get some whites, not Air Ones, but not Air Force Ones, but some white Adidas. It's the summertime.
The West Coast. And it was a win-win.
Gotta get them for the cheap though. So Shoe Depot, whatever, I'm coming looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think Steph is a unicorn, one of one player, and Joel's a unicorn, one of one player. So it's kind of like
I've seen some Joels. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Hakeem Olajuwon. He one or two.
A good situation.
Shaquille O'Neal, a young Shaquille O'Neal. Nah, Shaq ain't had no mid-range. Shaq was in that low post. Okay.
To be in the middle of.
All right.
But ultimately, like the deal didn't go through.
Kevin Garnett, maybe. Because Kevin Garnett is just a little bit shorter than him. Low post, mid-range, you know what I mean? Because he would have that high post jump shot and all of that type of stuff. So,
through. I think Clippers didn't want a certain
I'm not just giving him one-of-one players just out of nowhere though.
trade deal that Warriors were willing to give, and yeah, it just didn't happen. But it was close. It was
I
close.
could have seen you in that uni.
It'd have been dope, man. I was
Yeah.
looking forward to it if it happened.
Would have been a lot closer.
I would have been a lot closer. I would have been a lot closer. I probably would have still lived in LA.
Wait, would you
Nah,
probably
I'm
could have
just
been
playing.
13 over there though, huh?
I think
13
probably-
is
I think
13,
13's good.
I'm forgetting that it's 2024 and that he could literally podcast from another place and they be somewhere else and they podcast that way, which is what I tried to do with my first podcast. You know, but that gets hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Like the quality of it makes it harder to listen to sometimes if people don't have the equipment the way it's supposed to be and all of that if everybody isn't in one space. So I'm interested to seeing like how they gonna keep up with this podcast and if they do.
Good.
Yeah,
I think
you
13's
would've
good.
been-
So these are
Are we
amazing.
done with this?
Wow, that's good.
Wow,
Is this over? Is it? We not advertising none of this stuff. All right. Are y'all done with that conversation?
Oh, Will had
Will-
taking
damn,
13
Will took
everywhere.
13.
Damn,
God
he
damn.
did play for San Fran. That's right.
How you feel though, P, being at your age?
No, sir. No, he did not. He don't. No. Listen, Wilt played for, and he might have played for San Fran when they became the San Francisco Warriors. But the Warriors are from New Jersey. Excuse me. The Warriors. I'm from New Jersey. The Warriors are from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Warriors. That's why you see PHILA on the Wilt jerseys. You know what I mean? Like when he's holding up the 100 and all of that type of stuff, because they played in Philadelphia. So that's actually really ironic how he was going to be a Warrior, but he wound up in Philadelphia. That's cool. But Wilt played for the Warriors.
And you still got these teams that's looking forward to playing and giving this money to you. Like this boy got game. Like how you feel, man? Because he's like you still that dude. Like
I still feel like I can play at a high level.
I'm glad he's in a bigger market. You know what I mean? Like, and he'll be more visible this year. Not saying like, cause you know, I'm sure the Clippers had games and stuff like that. I'm sure we saw the Clippers nationwide and all of that type of stuff. But I think the focus will be more on him as opposed to where it was at you know in LA, where the focus was more on Kawhi whenever he would play. It's like, oh yeah, Kawhi is out tonight, so I'm not gonna watch. Oh no, wait, Paul George still plays for them, so I'll watch. You know what I mean? Like you forget sometimes.
Like I still feel like even when the athleticism goes, I still feel like I have enough skill to kind of be productive and do what I need to do and still defend at a high level. Like I still feel like I can play well past 34, 35, 36, 37 years old. Like I still feel like I take care of my body. I work hard. I
give you
work out.
37.
And now I'm in a whole new phase of trying to add
You
even
ain't no
more
LeBron.
longevity and switching on my whole diet. So I feel good, bro. Like, yeah, they say, oh, he's 34, like getting this deal. Like, I feel great. I still feel like I can play at a high level.
I can always say after your
They
injury,
always
you
feel like
played
they could still
totally
play at a
way
high
better
level.
than
That's what
me.
people like. That's what
It's
people
like-
don't
Late
realize.
30s.
Like, bro, that was a crazy
you like
injury.
a new person again after
Facts.
the injury. It's like
Facts.
like you seem younger. You seem more like the game is even more fun to you.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
you like a little kid when you're around. Like if people know when we around you, like a little kid, your ass would be in a suit or something playing basketball. Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
It's over. You out there shooting and shit. It's like
Love the game, man.
it's good to see that, and the people see it too. Like they respect you because your game is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just at the end of the day,
Right.
And Pete,
And that was one of the my bad to
No,
cut
you're
you
good,
off.
you're
That was one of the, and I forgot to bring, like that was one of the pitching points that Philly had. Like, we still believe in you well past. Like they're talking about like shit. We hope after this contract you would still want to be in a Sixers jersey. But they like, we still feel you can play into your 40s. Like, you know, that's how much we believe in you.
Man,
So you got
no,
that.
nobody
want to
see Paul George playing in his 40s.
Still play at a high
Paul,
level.
you
for a long
got
time.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
4
that
years
when I look
left.
at your injury,
Get real.
And now we
And the
fast
76ers
forward.
need to
Now
too.
you're
They
34.
still processing.
You just got
If you know
one
what
of the
I
biggest
mean.
contracts in the NBA. I think they said only LeBron and Steph have gotten those types of contracts at this age. But would you say that that injury was almost a blessing in disguise? Because if you never got injured, your game did change. You had to evolve your game. You weren't
Are
attacking
we
the
off
rim
the
as much and
6-6?
trying to dunk on people. And that type of style and play over the years can have more wear and tear on your body. Do you look back at that injury right now, like signing this contract and going,
Right. That's all that I want to review. That's that on that. I wish Paul George the best of luck. I wish him the best of luck for sure. On the Sixers, it's going to be fun to watch. Hopefully he can stay. He can stop being injured all the daggone time and they make a deep playoff run. It will be great to see them and the Celtics in a playoff series together. That will be great. And I mean like at the very end. I mean Easter Conference Finals playoff matchup. You know what I'm saying? So that will be fun to watch. Paul, if you're not performing how you supposed to be performing, Philly gonna let you hear it. And so I think that's the best place for you to be, honestly, if you're not weak spirited. And he's not, because the dude came back from a horrific injury. Y'all have no clue if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I wish you the best, Paul George. Yes, sir. Peace. I'm starting a new stream. I'm about to do another stream in a little bit. Like I'm not streaming all day, but I'm about to maybe do like one, maybe two more streams today. So stay tuned. Keep it locked.